everyone, it's Ali and welcome to, or welcome back to, my channel. You guys, it has been a month. It has been a month. And by me saying it has been a month, what I'm really saying is that it has quite possibly, I think, been the worst month of my entire life. Let me catch you all up to speed. Now, if you've watched my past few vlogs, you might know some things. You might know that I have spent this past winter in Breckenridge, Colorado, where I worked as a liftee at a ski resort and where I had the best time of my entire life. Like probably the best 2 months of my entire life. Like top tier life experience. It was just so much fun. And then I left. And then I left at the very beginning of March because I had an internship, what I thought was going to be my dream internship here in Los Angeles, California. Now this internship is with marine mammal rescue and rehabilitation and just absolutely what I thought was going to be the next phase of my career. And I did not want to leave Colorado, you guys. I did not want to leave. I was like so sad to leave, but I had my dream internship waiting and I knew I couldn't just not do it, so I packed up all my stuff and I drove down here to California and my life immediately fell apart. It immediately fell apart. If you've seen my other vlogs, you may know that after 1 week of living in California, in LA, I was kicked out of my apartment. Now this was of no fault of my own. While I'm in the process of leaving my apartment and moving into this new apartment, I'm also in the process of the absolute worst breakup I have ever experienced and hopefully ever will experience. I don't think I can go through again what I went through just in terms of absolute pain. Needless to say, that was like the worst week ever. And it's only gone downhill from there. It didn't even get better. It only went downhill from there because basically, without going into too much detail, I realized my internship becomes an increasingly toxic workplace, okay? So bad to the point that I feel like I have to stand up and say something. I have to advocate for myself and I have to advocate for everyone else around me because what we're experiencing is not professional and it's not okay, and an internship is a two-way street. Long story short, I ended up quitting my internship. The entire internship that I moved out here for, that I sacrificed this relationship for, that I left Colorado for, that I spent thousands of dollars. That's another aspect of this month, is that I've just been watching my savings drain because not only did I move out here to one of the most expensive cities in the United States, but I also got kicked out of my apartment, I had to relocate, had to buy now furniture and stuff to live. And then that sent me into such a spiral that I've been having this quarter life crisis, if you will, where I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. Like I thought I had it all figured out, you guys, just a few short months ago. I was riding a high coming into California. I knew what I wanted to do. I knew where I wanted to be and I knew who I wanted to do it with. And within weeks, 3 weeks, it literally all collapsed. On top of all that, just living in a new city where I don't know anyone. I don't have no family or friends here. And so I've just been going through all these huge emotions by myself. And I want to say I've had so many friends reach out to me and check in on me. But you guys, I can't stress enough just how difficult this month has been to me. And I know this is vulnerable to share on the internet, but I also think it's important to be real. It's been like just real adulthood smacking me in the, like every time I get up, I'm getting smacked down again. Like I just can't catch my breath. And it's just all been so much all at once in such a short period of time. So guys, I've been struggling. But about a month and a half later, I'm starting to pick up the pieces. I think the worst is over. After that very long rant and introduction, I apologize. It leads me to the purpose of today's vlog. And that is, I'm gonna go run away from all my problems. More specifically, I'm gonna go hike away from all my problems. I still have about a month left here in Los Angeles. I have some interviews, some things lined up potentially for the summer, thank the universe. So with that, I have selected to do a fairly moderate hike for tomorrow. I think I'll sweat out some of this stress and some of this pain to be honest. While I'm on this hike, I think I might just talk to you guys a little bit more about like how I've been feeling. And my overall purpose is that, you know, maybe there's some other of you out there that maybe you're going through exactly what I'm going through. I don't know. I'm sure there's different aspects of what I'm going through that you guys, like other people out there are going through, like moving to a new city and knowing no one, or starting what you think is your dream job or your dream internship and realizing it's not, or the worst possible heartbreak you could even imagine, you know? So it's like, we're in this together, you guys. Let's get ready for bed. That way we can wake up nice and early to go die tomorrow. Good morning, you guys. 7 a.m. I've been trying to get up for an hour. We're gonna do the Mel Gibson theory, which is you count backwards from 5 and they just get up. It's not working. Y'all, I have made a grave error. Like a stupid little idiot. I just put into my maps backbone trailhead. No, multiple trailheads. It's a big trail. And I go back to all trails, which is where I found this loop that I wanted to do. And then I put in the directions from all trails, which I should have done from the very beginning. It's an hour away. I drove like 30 minutes in the opposite direction. So really, from where I live, it's probably like 45 minutes away. But now it's an hour. And I'm like, do I go do it? Because it's already 9. In my delusional state, I wanted to start this trail at 7 a.m. It's 9. I'm gonna get there at 10. I think I'm still gonna do it. I think I'm still gonna just go do it. Well, I have nothing else to do today. I planned out my whole day around this hike. So yeah, like I think I'm just gonna drive an hour there, do my multi-hour hike and drive back, I suppose. Okay, good chat. I'm glad we sorted this out. Okay, everyone, quite literally 1 hour later, we are finally at the trailhead. Now, I actually think having driven 30 minutes in the opposite direction and having to drive an hour in the other direction was a good thing, because I want you all to remember that the point of this hike, the point of this journey is not to have a good time. It is to be miserable. It is to feel pain. That way it will distract me from the misery and pain I am feeling in my everyday life. So I want a new type of misery and pain today. I'm already starting off on a good note in the sense that I'm already starting off with some bad stuff, right? Which is what we want. We want to set myself up to have a bad time. That is the goal. Obviously, driving an hour extra, I'm a little bit more tired. I'm a little bit hungrier. I'm a little bit more irritated, you know? So that's already a good thing. Cheers to that. Let's stop yapping because now we're about 3 hours and 20 minutes behind. It's time to go feel the burn. Let's go feel the burn. So I am underway. I actually have no idea which direction I'm going. I don't know if I'm doing the easy part first or the hard part first. I'm already like, I just started right here and I'm already like, so we're gonna be feeling the pain today, ladies and gentlemen. We will be feeling the pain. My plan is to also, at various scenic points and such, or whenever I feel it's a time for a good break, to stop, sit down, and chat with you guys a little bit more about what's been going on in life. Just adding a little bit more context, a little bit more detail.
The strength inside will match the strength we show, but it's hard enough to face the face who's always staring back. There's nothing to be ashamed of. We're just being what we're made of, and it comes out in the quiet, between the times we speak, between the times we think we know we're right.
Definitely starting to work up a sweat. As you can see, where'd she go? She's right there. The sun has come out. I'm sure I'll go back behind clouds later, but even though it's making me start sweating more, that's what we want, and also makes everything else around us so beautiful. Definitely starting to sweat. Lungs are starting to start getting worked up. Quads and calves starting to burn a little bit. So I'm starting to feel not the best, which is good.
But they've come from inside. inside us, and we can no longer hide this.
You guys, we now have 2, 3, 4 4 trails to choose from, and only one is marked clearly. I'm not taking either of these because that's back the way I came, and that's, I don't know what Tri Peaks is. Backbone Trail Loop, I'm assuming. But I'm like, what are these stairs? It's just gonna take me to the top of this thing, because I think I do want to do a little side quest. I told my best friend, Ariel, who's like literally in Alaska right now, nowhere near me. I told her what time I should be back by, when I like will text her when I'm back. So she's my safety person, because even though we want to be in pain and misery, we don't want to be stupid. Too stupid, at least. This is gonna be our first rest stop where we just kind of chat and debrief for a minute about life. This one in particular is gonna be about the breakup, and I'm not gonna go into too much detail because obviously I don't want to put my whole personal life online, but I feel like I do get a little bit vulnerable sometimes with my YouTube channel. It's also like a digital diary for me, so it's always good to look back on and just see what I was going through in those moments, and like how a year later everything can feel so different when I'm in my lowest moments. And I think that there's nothing that could ever positively come out of this, and then a year later I look back and I'm like, wow, I wish I could tell myself, like, chin up, buttercup, you're gonna be okay. And I'm hoping this is one of those moments, because this breakup, you guys, has been really, really, really hard. But I think a part of it is just everything else that's, like we talked about, everything else like that collapsed in my life. And then on top of that, I'm just feeling this deep, deep, constant pain from this breakup. And I think also the fact that I am just alone out here. Like, I have my friends that reach out to me and check in on me, which I'm so eternally grateful for, but I just also have no distractions. Like, I'm just stuck with my thoughts. And I think this is a good healing practice for me, to not just run away. Like, the joke of this vlog is that I'm running away from my problems, but I'm really just having to hike with my problems and muddle through them. And now that it's been about close to a month, I do feel like those initial few weeks of having to sit with my pain and hurt and all those hard feelings is serving me well. Because I had to do a lot of self-reflection, and I'm still doing. This is not over. This is not even close to over, I'm pretty sure. I think this whole experience I'm going through is really gonna help define who I become in the next few years. And I think now that the dust is starting to settle, I feel like I'm starting to feel a bit more grateful for this pain and misery that I've felt this last like month and a half. I can't tell if I like am just a silhouette during all of that. That may have been, and if that's the case, I'm sorry. Let's traverse on, shall we? We got lots to go. There's, hello. Okay, you guys, we have made it to our second kind of stop point. I mean, I'm not there yet. I'm gonna go up. I don't know what's waiting for me at the top of inspiration point, but I sure could use some inspiration right now. So this seems right up my alley.
Is it the end? Valley sounds in the lining up. Hearts are full, no choice of giving up.
Why is this about to make me cry right now? This is dedicated to a scout that died, like a young boy that died, who was a Boy Scout decades ago. And it says, good scouts meet every challenge. Whoever reaches inspiration point has met another challenge. Always be prepared. That gets me. That one gets me. Let's pop a squat for a moment. Okay, let's have our second little debrief, shall we? Going to be about the internship, which I also won't get too much into. You're probably like, what the hell is even the point then? But I just want to talk a little bit about it, because like, I really thought this was going to be my dream internship, you guys. I moved out here for this internship. I left Colorado early for this internship. I spent so much money for this internship, and I ended up leaving. And I know leaving was the right decision for me, but it was such a hard decision to make. I was so upset, and it wasn't even like I was disappointed in myself, because I know like I was standing up for what was right, and I was advocating for myself, and then everyone else that was there that is kind of living in fear, you know. Someone had to say something, and I took a risk, and it didn't work out the way I hoped, you know. I wish it could have. That's okay. Although what I was doing was the coolest thing I have literally ever done in my entire life. It was just the work environment. But again, like, I do feel like I made the right decision with that, and I'm still gonna stay here for another month. I did get a job as a hostess at like a cute little restaurant on Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills. Like, that's a little plot twist, right? That's making me feel better about having some income coming in. I can just save up some money and just try to move forward and learn from this. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a bummer. It's just a bummer in the end. I guess that's all I really have to say about that. But I just wanted to touch on it a little bit because obviously that's my whole reason for moving out here to California. Didn't even complete it, but I put in a lot of hours there, and like I said, I gained a lot of skills, so I don't feel like I'm walking away without anything. I really wish the circumstances could have been different. I wish they could have been different, but that's okay. Hopefully this will lead to change for the better with the company, and that's all I can really ask for. So yeah, we're gonna stay here a few more minutes. I'm gonna keep eating my little protein bar. I feel like my camera battery's gonna die soon because I've just been yapping so much.
It's easier to focus on the bullshit, everything that's wrong. Forsake what you think you are for. Something better is forged in fire. I know it hurts. My heart's been changing and I am with it. I search for wholeness, I'm sure, to lose some things.
Okay, you guys, let's do a check-in. I found a little picnic table. Let's do a check-in and see where we're at. It is about close to 1 o'clock. 2.5 hours. We're 4.20 miles in and 1.6 miles remaining. So we are starting to reach the end, but my camera battery does look like it's gonna be dying relatively soon. So I wanted to kind of start to wrap up the vlog a little bit since the hike is wrapping up as well. And the last portion that I wanted to talk about was this quarter life crisis that I've been having, which is basically as soon as the internship started going downhill, as soon as the breakup happened, which shook my whole world clearly, I started just questioning everything, which was just like, what do I want to do? And it's so funny because if you guys saw my 26th birthday vlog, which I did not post that long ago, I thought I had life all figured out. I thought I had it all because I kind of did in that moment. And then I lost it all, which I guess is just life, you know? You win some, you lose some. I think it's also because of this administration. Basically, Trump has nuked my entire career field. Like, I got my degree in marine biology. I've been kind of just in the outdoor recreation, environmental science, marine field, and he kind of just destroyed it. It's already a very competitive field, and then just start like just knocking away these jobs one by one is devastating. Not only for us in the field, but just for our environment in general. It's so like, it makes my heart constrict with stress. Like, it's so upsetting. And I know so many good people that I like went to school with and I grew up with that had government positions that have... There's the chubbiest little bird next to me right now. It's just been scary, and so I'm just like, I don't know what I want to do. I thought I wanted to apply for grad programs in the fall and then go to grad school next year, and now all of a sudden universities aren't really accepting students, and if they are, there's not a lot of funding to go around. And I'm like, I don't want to go get my master's in something that I'm probably not going to make a lot of money in, because that's just the career field I chose, and I know that. I don't want to go tens of thousands of dollars in debt for that, you know? Like, I can't. But now there's no funding, and so it's just been so stressful. And then obviously this internship did not turn out the way I wanted it to, and I'm just like, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Okay, you guys, I am finally back home. I showered, I ate, I put on my comfy clothes. Thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. I know it was a very yappy one, but I hoped it gave you some insight into what my life has been like, and maybe if any of you guys are going through something similar, or you have been through something similar, just helps you feel less alone, and that we all know we're just in this mess together. And I'm not, you know, so naive that I think after this hike I'm cured. I'm healed, I'm cured, I've let go, I'm forever fine. Like, very easily in 2 days I could be crying myself to sleep again, back at square one. I don't know, I actually do feel like pretty good this time, and I know a crash out will come, but I think it's gonna be on a smaller scale than the ones I've been experiencing. Things do get better, that's what I'm telling myself, that's what's been happening. At the end of the day, I really am just grateful that I have this beautiful life to live, that I have family and friends that are happy and healthy, and that I'm happy and healthy. I have a support system. Even if they can't physically be here with me, they have made it well known that they are like with me. With that, I love you all, and I will see you in the next adventure.